I'm on God time, what you want, huh? I'm on God time, what you want, huh? I'm on God time, what you want, huh? What you want, huh? I'm on God time, what you want, huh? What you want, huh? I'm on God time, what you want, huh? God time, we don't never waste. We don't never waste.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Rock Talk Sports Talk, man. Glad to be back, man. Welcome back, welcome back. I feel like we're on the hangover in episode 3, where they're in the we're back. The gang is back. The Wolf Pack is back. That's how I feel right now. So, hey, let's go. I'm ready for this football game this Saturday. I know they got a big weekend ahead of us as far as other big games, and us having a New Mexico State who we should take care of pretty handily. I think it's going to be a game where we get some young guys in, get that exposure, get GMAC in the game. I think we get to see a lot of GMAC and a lot of other young guys, Rad Jackson. Hopefully, Travis Smith be back healthy. I don't know what the circumstance is there. Get to see a lot of Dewanye Morris. Would love seeing a lot of that. Lots of young linebackers, lots of young defensive linemen. Expand on the offensive line. Get some of those other young guys, Bennett Warren, Ogumoro, William Sauer White, Max Anderson, all those guys. Get them some run. Get Deshaun Brame and Jack Van Doorslayer some more run at tight end, and get out of that game healthy. Get those young guys a lot of run, and then get ready for Florida. At Florida, where you are expected to win, especially after that embarrassing that game that they had against Kentucky last weekend. So, with that being said, I'm going to get my boy Rocky Top Tom on here. I think Michael will be on here as well here in a little bit, and we'll get everybody on that wants to come on, and we'll talk about this New Mexico State game. But what's up, brother?
Just living it up, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. Just had a busy schedule this last couple of weeks. With trying to get baseball fall workouts going, and I had a parent meeting today after fall conditioning and long toss and pitching and all that, and so get all that, all the fun stuff, and then everyday life. So been a little bit of the bye week blues. I didn't know what to do with myself Saturday without a Tennessee game. I told several people that. I was like, man, I don't know what to do, man. I don't know. Tennessee's not playing, so I went and actually played golf with a couple of my buddies, and enjoyed that, and had some fun doing that. But nice. It's never the same on a Saturday without Tennessee football. So
it's not.
How was your bye week? Did you have the blues, or did you just go about it as normal?
I just went about it. I mean, we didn't lose last week, so I was happy.
Yeah, that's always a good thing.
But yeah, no, I particularly enjoyed the Penn State and Indiana game. That was that was interesting, man. Indiana almost lost it there, and that's just one of the that's one of those things. When I watched that game, I watched that whole game. And Penn State played Indiana pretty tough. Indiana did some things that, they shouldn't have done, some individuals making some key mistakes. But overall, I don't know if anybody else out there got to watch that game, but that's just one of those realities where you can lose to anybody any weekend.
Yeah.
Which is why I still have hope that in 2 weeks we might just pull out a W. I don't know yet in Gainesville there, but we might pull out.
If we lose to Gainesville, there's going to be problems. Yeah. I'm telling you, the way they lost to Kentucky. I mean, I know it sets up for us to go out there in Florida, have their best game ever, but they are in such a bad spot right now without a head coach. They're Their culture has got to be dismantled after that 38-7 beatdown from an awful, pathetic Kentucky team.
Yep.
And it's just there's, the KSR guys over at Kentucky think, oh, okay, Kentucky's back, baby. You're far from it. You just beat an awful Florida team. So if we don't go down to Florida and open up a can of whoop ass, I don't know what else to. I think the curse will never end. I think it's like I've always thought it's a real thing, but I just don't. I don't think it will ever end if they don't go down to Florida and beat Florida. So
we got to come out of there with a W this year.
Yeah, I mean you got to, and then obviously that leads into the Vanderbilt week. And what better way to end the season to end Vanderbilt's playoff dreams? I can't believe I'm saying that. I can't believe that's coming out of my mouth, but I really think they'll be 9-2 with a playoff right in front of them. If they if they win, they'll be in the playoff. If not, Tennessee will get to feel the joy of booting them out of the playoff and say that we're they're our little brother, and they always will be. So
they are a little brother, but we got to reestablish here, man. This is
we got to reestablish it. Yeah,
this is where we were 100 years ago. Yeah. This is exactly where. Well, not with the playoffs. The playoffs shouldn't even exist at all. But
let's not go down that. Let's not.
But go down as far as Bob Nealon's number one job, the AD told him when he hired him, you beat Vanderbilt. That's literally what your job is. Because things used to be different 100 years ago. Surprise, surprise. But I think almost everything about college football and sports used to be better 100 years ago. But still, we got to reestablish it, because that's what he made his bones off of, was beating teams that he was supposed to beat.
Yeah.
We've got to beat the teams we're supposed to beat. Yeah. Which leads us perfectly into New Mexico. They're a 3-6 football team. The 3-5.
Yeah, and it's a game where I talked about kind of in the intro that it's a game that you want to go out there, establish who you are, and go, run it up, and then get the young guys in there. And but first off, you want to go see the veterans and the starters and the twos go play clean, efficient football. And go put up 35, 42 points in the first half, and then bring GMAC and Dewane Morris and all that out there, that all the other young guys that should be playing. So that's something you want to see this way. And we'll dive into that game later on. Here in a little bit on the show, but I do want to. We've had that game. We've had the Oklahoma game on our minds. There's other things that has came into play, like Boo Carter and Jake Merklinger probably transferring at the end of as soon as the last seconds tick off the clock of the Vanderbilt game. And then there's other things that we need to talk about before we dive into this New Mexico State game. But and I don't, without getting into your bit about professionalization, because I know you could talk about that for a while.
It's pure evil, my friend.
Yeah, I know. But what do you want to see out of these last three games? And it's a lot of fans say Tennessee has nothing to play for. Well, that's a bold-faced lie. Tennessee has a lot to play for. You have momentum and going into next year. You have credibility of where your program is. You have a massive game down in Florida where you can end the streak and end the curse. You can knock Vanderbilt out of the playoff hopes and just crush their little bitty dreams. And then you go lay the hay with whoever you play in the bowl game. So that you still have a lot to play for. So I don't want to hear that bit. I think it's trash. If you're a team and you've committed to playing for the Power T, you better go out 110% every rep, every snap in the game, every rep in practice, with your mind focused and with intent on trying to be your best for the University of Tennessee and for yourself, for that matter. A lot of these guys are playing for a paycheck. So, they're all playing for paychecks, but they're playing for a bigger paycheck come Sundays. And so if you really want to get to that, you better be playing your tail off. So because they ain't just going to sign anybody. So
yeah.
What you want to see these last 3 weeks?
Well, there's naturally going to be a pissed off feeling in your gut if you're on the team.
Yeah.
You're going to have that. And if you're a really good football player, if you're a competitor and you're a hell of an athlete, you're going to turn that into motivation. You're going to turn it into motivation, and you're going to come back next year and you're going to stay committed to your teammates and you're going to do better next year.
Yeah.
That's just, I mean, this is one of the things that I knew going in. I'm not going to get on my box here, but I will at least drop the notion that when people were a big fan of instituting a playoff, I immediately said, well, guess what happens to all the other games that are not playoff games?
They're going,
They are immediately going to lose that much oomph, and you're just going to lose that spark. So, I mean, that's one aspect that people have brought on themselves as far as what they've allowed to happen in the new world. But yeah, they ought to be pissed off. They ought to be pissed off as hell about the way that they lost that game 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago at this point. They ought to be pissed off about the way that the season's gone. And if they're real competitors, like I said, then and if the coaches know what they're doing to the slightest degree, they're going to motivate them. They're going to use that to make hay. They're going to use it to make hay, and they ought to. And if they don't, well, then you know what? We're Tennessee fans, man. We can apparently we love putting ourselves through as much as we can just so that we can see if we can endure it. So, I mean, it's just Yeah, but I want to see them go out and dominate. I mean, they got to go out and dominate New Mexico. I haven't even looked at New Mexico's stats, but I looked at their overall record and who they've won and lost against. They're not a good football team.
No, they're not.
We ought to go out and put up 65 to 3, 65 nothing, whatever it is. I mean, I want that absolute decimation, that would set a great tone for the last 3 games, or the last 2 games following up, because we're going to need it, man. Going into Florida, having won in 20, was it 25?
It's been a while. I stopped counting.
3, something like that. Yeah, it was 03. Our Casey Clausen.
Yeah, because we won 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
So I think, and I think you're spot on. You hit it perfectly on the nail there. That you need to have this momentum from this game and take it to the last 2 games of the year and to the bowl game, because obviously you're gonna have some opt-outs. I hate that word. I hate it. I feel like if you start the year, you got to end the year, and that just stabs your teammates in the back. I mean, I get the reasoning behind it, but I hate it. And it's just like everything else you hate about the college football now these days, that without you diving into it, that it just, there's everything there that it takes away from the pride and the authentic genuineness of college football. What you're talking about. And it's so frustrating, but you go out, you win 65-3, 65-10, or 72-10, and go, lay the hammer on New Mexico State like you should. Get the young guys in there, see them, flowing and growing as the game's going. Have GMAC throw for 150 yards. A couple touchdowns to Brad Jackson, and DeWine Morris maybe rush for a touchdown, and see some of these young linebackers get tons and tons of reps. See Marion Dye maybe get a sack. Some other guys get out there and do some good things. So that's something I want to see a lot from this Saturday to expand, like you said, that momentum. That's a key word that I'm using for the rest of the year into the offseason, because momentum is everything for a college football program. It's everything. You can't tell me it's not. Yes, money. Yeah, that's a great thing. But momentum is like, kids feel that. They feel that momentum, and they want to go be a part of that, what you're building towards. Like, I get so hyped when things like in my program, if we're doing something great, like, and it's just the momentum is going, whether we don't end out on the right end of the the scoreboard, but the momentum throughout the season of getting better each week and seeing kids positively grow week to week and understand the process of what you're trying to get to the end point, that is just everything. And to see, a college football program where Tennessee is being to where they are now, but it's like we're kind of, we're stuck. You got to get over that hurdle. I think Coach Heupel can do it. He's got to make some changes to get over that, but we got to establish some momentum to finish out this season and then go into the off season, go pick up a great, recruiting class, go hit the nail in the transfer portal, and then just have another great offseason. So I think there's a lot that these last 3 games and then 4 games, including the bowl game, that can really tell the tale of where this Tennessee football program is going to go. So
100%.
I mean, anything you want to add to that?
No, man, I think you crushed that one pretty much. That's about as all around comprehensive as I could think. Because I mean, for real, and it brings you into the recruiting for sure. I mean, that's my other favorite time of year is when it gets to be
that and the transfer portal. I love that.
Now, as far as the portal, it makes me sick. Well,
but the everyday who's doing this, who's doing that. You gotta love that though.
That is now. Look, if they were able to transfer, I'd be fine without the pay. Yeah. If they could transfer and they get legitimate dispensation like they did back in the old days, like, hey, so-and-so in my family's sick, I'm the only family they got, go ahead and transfer, but you're going to lose a year. I mean, that'd be fine. They should have opened it up a long time ago.
Just 1 year, one and done. That's it. Yep. I mean, you're not none of these, multiple transfers and then the extra years of eligibility and then the pay on top of it. One transfer, that's it. You get that. I get it. People make mistakes. You may have made a mistake. Go fix your mistake, and then you're where you're at.
For sure. I'm excited about. Look, I thought about this the other day when we were texting about this. I think before even Saturday, so it was last week sometime. Yeah, I want. I've been vocal about it everywhere I can say. I'm not a fan of Josh Heupel's anymore. I mean, I just think that he's not going to get it done here. But I will say I still support him because he's our coach. I still support the team 100,000%. Yeah. I want to impart the excited nature to UT fans because we have had linear classes. We've had better and better classes. We've got athletes coming in. You and I talked about this last year. We got guys coming in, and even the guys that are making plays right now that are freshmen seeing the field that are dudes, football player, competitor dudes. And if you keep stacking those guys and eventually you hit a stride in how you feel as a coach, how you feel as a system, the next couple of years could be pretty exciting. Especially with next year, what with that schedule coming out, the way it is.
It's nasty.
It's going to be, but I mean, if we hit a stride, man, with the guys that we got coming in that are young, and they just take that momentum and that moxie and that confidence, with that momentum, just that could be truly something to watch over the next couple of years. It really could. And it all starts with making up for what's happened so far this year. The next 3 weeks. Go beat Florida in the Swamp. Beat the hell out of Vanderbilt. Don't just beat them. Beat the hell out of Vanderbilt and tell them, hey, look, it was cute that y'all got excited this year. That was nice to watch. I'm glad for you. You ought to get your socks in a wad every once in a while. But still, you are who you are, and we're not letting you out of the box anymore.
Yeah.
They beat us 3 times in a row at some point in the last 20 years. That's unacceptable for Vanderbilt to beat UT in football 3 years in a row. I don't care if it was 15 years ago or whenever it was. That's just
Jones. It was the end of the Butch Jones era and the beginning of the Jeremy Pruitt era. I think.
That's just garbage. We can't ever allow that kind of crap ever again. that's just where I'm at right now. I am excited over the next 3 weeks. If we really go out and blaze a trail on Saturday, and then you go down to Gainesville and finish it off down there, yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes,
sir. I'm right there with you. Hey, Big Mike, I'm going to get you on just here in just a second, and we're going to start talking about this New Mexico State game. But I do want to go ahead, throw in the thing for the channel. Hey guys, I got the little ticker going across the bottom. If you can, give us a thumbs up. If you like the content on the YouTube channel, go subscribe. Every subscription, it's free. Not looking for any money. Just want to get the channel out there so we can build our ability to communicate our love for Tennessee sports. We're going to start diving in more into Tennessee basketball as soon as the football season's over. I will do a video at the end of this week talking about the recap of the last couple of Tennessee basketball games because they're really playing nobodies. But here in a couple of weeks, they're going to start playing some big name teams, and we will have single videos for those. Guys, another thing, go follow us on Twitter, Rocky Top Sports, Rocky Top Talks 1. Go follow us on there. We post on there whenever we're going live, or just some other things we post on there about Tennessee football or Tennessee sports. Then go follow us on Facebook at Rocky Top Sports Talk. Same thing as Twitter or X, whatever you call it. We post on there whenever we're going live. And it's our way of communicating to y'all when we're doing whatever we're doing. Obviously what we're really putting out are live streams, just talking about what we thought about the past game or the game coming up. Or we're really you talked about it just a second ago. I can't wait for transfer portal season. That and the National Signing Day are two of my favorite times of the year. Yes, obviously football season is uno, but transfer portal talk and recruiting talk, I love doing that. So to lead into that, Tennessee did lose stud athlete, Legend Bay. It hurt because I thought he would do some great things in orange and white, although Tennessee really hasn't, under Josh Heupel, hasn't had a guy like Legend Bay in the system. The closest thing that I could compare Legend Bay to that's not been in Josh Heupel's system but has played for Tennessee is Pig Howard. All y'all remember Pig Howard. He was that do a little bit, do everything guy, did some at wide receiver, lined up in the backfield some, did jet sweeps and everything, then punt return, kick return. So very electric guy, pretty much someone that you wanted to get the ball in space. He's probably the fastest guy in the recruiting class, and he decommitted and flipped to Ohio State. He went there. He labeled on his decommitment and flip post that he did from Hayes Fawcett is he went to Ohio State because of development. And so I hate that. That's a jab at Tennessee. I think Tennessee didn't deserve that because we promised him, he committed to us for a reason. So, but it is what it is. High school kid gets to go make a high school, his choice. It's his livelihood. I'd rather him decommit than come here and transfer. That's always I hate that worse than a kid making a high school decision and transferring. Committing to another school. So I get that. But so that's just a little recruiting news. We got some other kids that we're still going after in this 26 class. Obviously, the 27 class, it fits to really start going. We got a couple kids in the class, but National Signing Day is the first week in December, and then it's all in on the 27 class. You're going to start seeing big names, fly off the board. Our biggest name is David Gabriel Georges, the running back from Baylor School down in Chattanooga. We're going after him hard. He is he's our main priority in that 27 class because he is sorry, I had a speaker on. He is a stud running back. So we're getting ready for the start of that 27 class really, going. So I see Sam in the chat. We're fixing to get you and Mike on, and we'll get y'all talking. about this New Mexico State game here in a second. You got anything you want to add, Tom, about this? Just the bye week or recruiting or whatever. Something that before we really start leaning into this New Mexico State game.
I got nothing, man. I'm excited to talk about how we're going to pound New Mexico State. What are they? The Ags? They're the Ags
Yeah,
too.
the Aggies. So, and guys, it's a game that obviously we should take care of business. Guys, I'm fixing to put the link in the chat for y'all. Hey, and anybody that wants to come on and join, come on. I mean, it's not just Michael or Sam. Other people can come get on the show and do their thing. So and talk about Tennessee football. Don't come on just talk about anything. We're talking about Tennessee football, but obviously don't come on talking about no Ohio State like one of Tom's friends would do. But it's all good though. But I got the link out. Guys, I do want to say this real quick. It being Veterans Day, guys, I kind of we had a Veterans Day program at our school today, and I kind of got emotional. I tried not to let my kids see it because they were like, Coach Rice is crying. But they did all the stuff, and then they played taps, and it don't matter where I'm at or what I'm doing. If I hear taps, it strikes me. For any of you that have served in the military or have family that's in the military or have lost a loved one that been in the military, my heart and gratitude to you and to your family that served in the military for serving this country. It's I can't say thank you enough. And if I could, I'd this world would be a free, peaceful world. But we live in an evil world that it's just, and luckily we have these, awesome troops and volunteers that go serve our country, like awesome people, and just and don't even think twice about it. They would fly through bullets to defend our country. And when those taps played, I started crying. It hits me, and I want to say thank y'all. I don't know who's all in the chat. I don't know who's gonna watch this on the replay, but from my heart to y'all, I really do appreciate you. And I'll stop talking about it because I'll start getting emotional again. So
it's a special thing, man. It's a special thing. Yeah, yeah. I know you teach history. You know how important it is.
Yeah.
You know how much they sacrifice. I'm sure you have family members too that are in the service. It's a special thing. I wanted to get in. I met the perfect woman. She wasn't the way, as far as down for military wife life is not.
Yeah.
And it's not. Tough. Yeah, that's or military husband, like whatever it is, man. I mean, that's a rough thing to go through.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad was in, granddad was in for World War II and Korea. So that wasn't a small thing, but that kind of stuff, man, it's no joke that the sacrifices that they make. So yeah, I appreciate any service members for sure. That if anybody that would watch this in the future has been in the service, like you said, thank you for whoever's going to be watching.
Yeah. And like I said, if you're watching on the replay, thank you. I mean, I know several people watch it off after the live show. So with that being said, Michael, I sent the link out. I don't know if you're trying to get on, Sam. I know y'all were in the chat. So if y'all want to come on, we'll get you on and we'll talk about this New Mexico State. But hey, with that being said, Tom, guess what week it is?
It is the week of Veterans Day.
It's Military Appreciation Week.
Yeah.
So let's talk about
the unis.
The unis.
They made me vomit the first time I
hold
saw them, and then I actually saw them on somebody. What I saw was a picture from the front without the 3D.
We're gonna have to pause this from time to time and talk about it to avoid copyright stuff. But y'all just enjoy this, man. This is the showcase of what Tennessee's jerseys they're gonna wear this week for the Military Appreciation Week. It's called the Volunteer Spirit. I didn't really like the jerseys at first, but anything military appreciation wise, I'm down for. So let's enjoy it. I'll tell you, the first time I watched it, I already had goosebumps.
That's sick, yeah.
The first time I watched it, when those planes flew through the sky, and that typewriter typing, I had already had the goosebumps.
Yep.
That's good. Yeah. Lean, boy. Got the military, got the David Crockett stripes on the side.
Yeah,
got the David Crockett stripes on the helmet to go along, like the airplane vibes, in the two-tone gray. It's just it really hits when they actually break down. And obviously, you still got the Smoky Mountain helmets. Oh my God, those are the best helmets. I don't care what anyone says. That helmet right there is the best helmet. I love the black helmet, but that helmet right there is the cleanest, nicest helmet. I love that thing right there.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, that is so clean. You know, when they showed the video of them making the behind the scenes video of this, you know, that they only had one opportunity to nail that camera shot. They only had one. The military only gave them one opportunity to nail that camera shot. That is so cool. Yeah, that's dirty. Oh, that's cool. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, that's dirty.
I think when you talk about what the volunteer spirit, what Tennessee's known for being volunteers, obviously we're the Tennessee Vols, but it's just I love the tribute to the military and what it means to to be able to reflect on what Tennessee's done for our country as far as being volunteers, and to be able to honor that with these jerseys and in Military Appreciation Week it's just you couldn't have painted a better picture than what they did in that video. So what's up, Big Mike?
What's up,
man? What you know good?
Oh man, hanging in there, ready for some football.
Hey, do me a favor. Can you turn your phone sideways?
Come on, bud.
There we go.
Nice.
I don't have anything to prop it on. I'm trying to.
Okay, I got you.
I
got you.
What do you think about the uniforms?
Yeah, what do you think about the uniforms?
Yeah, I like them. I wasn't super crazy about them when they first come out, like the lighter gray with the darker gray jersey, but it's kind of growed on me a little bit.
Yeah, I'd say the same. And then the fact, like I said at the beginning, the fact that it's military appreciation. If it wasn't a military appreciation vibes with it and had that story behind it, then I probably wouldn't have grown on them as quickly. But I it is what it is.
I agree with you on the helmet.
What's your other vibes? What's your bye-week vibes? I know me and you've been talking high school football, and just a heads up, me, my son, and one of my buddies will be at the game Friday night. So
awesome.
I'll be sitting there beside you.
I'll take that as an opportunity to give a shout out to my Milan Bulldogs.
There you go. I'll let you give a shout out to your Milan Bulldogs, even though
round two Friday night against Mount Pleasant. So we'll be moving to round 3 next week.
I expect y'all to, because I watched some Mount Pleasant film. Because I'm just that type of dude. I watch football, don't matter who I'm watching a game, film on a team. My team ain't even playing, and so. Yeah. So I think I think y'all should do good. But what's your bye-week blues been like?
Man, I'm ashamed to say I didn't hardly watch a down of football. I watched the very end of Alabama and LSU because last Saturday was my birthday, and I actually had to work. So and then I went to Kaylee and them's house. They cooked me supper for my birthday Saturday night, so I got to see them and Parker, and so football was kind of on the back burner last weekend.
Yeah, you got that grandchild. That's always gonna be on the back end. That boy's spoiling that grandchild.
He might have me wrapped around his finger a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit, but
just a little bit.
Yeah. So I'm right there with you. I think anytime you get to spend some time, with some family, I spent, like I told Tom and early on the show, I went golfing with some buddies, so I didn't watch all that much football Saturday either. I think I watched the a little bit of the Ole Miss, not the Ole Miss, the Vanderbilt, Missouri. No, was it Vanderbilt, Missouri? No.
So Vanderbilt played Missouri
and Auburn.
A week or so
Vanderbilt
ago.
and Auburn. Watched a little bit of that one, and then the early game was Mizzou and somebody. I can't remember who it was. Y'all may have to help me out in the chat. But I'm a football nerd. I'll watch it whenever I can. But if I'm on the golf course, I ain't doing nothing but focus on the golf. But and goofing off. But man, all right. So now that we're past the bye week blues, what's your thoughts? I don't know if you were listening early on the show, but what's something you want to see going into this final 3-game stretch and into the bowl game going into next season, Big Mike?
I want to, pardon my French, but I just want to see that we give a damn.
You couldn't said it any better. Couldn't have said it any better.
I just want to see us, care and, come out and act like, that we want to be there, that, we want to win, like you said, we still have a lot to play for. Could get a really good bowl game, and as you know, could help big with recruiting. And I just want to see us come out and play Tennessee football the last 3 weeks the way that I know that we're capable of, because we are capable. I just that's what I want to see.
Yeah. It's like and I don't know if you were paying attention on earlier, but it's me and Tom both alluded it to momentum. Using these last 3 games and the bowl game as momentum going into the offseason, going into next season, because it's like I said, money is always going to talk, but momentum is what you ride on. Like it's how you get to point A to point B. If you have the momentum, the money and everything else will take care of itself. People want to go play for a program that is on the uptick, not someone that's staying steady or trending downward. They want to play for a program that's on the up. And so, and when I refer to that, that's momentum. And Tennessee's been, through the last 5 years, has had some momentum. I think we kind of squandered the 2022 team and, kind of stayed steady. But there's opportunities given if you go finish these last 3 games, you go blow out what pansy Big Ten team we play in the bowl game, and you go take care of business, finish the season 10-3, go have a solid recruit class, go do great in the transfer portal. Then come next spring, let me tell you, the momentum will be just like we hadn't lost 3 games this year. I'm telling you, people will forget about it. They'll be like, what's up with Faison Brandon? What's up with GMAC? Let's get ready for 2026, because I'm telling you that it's just different when you have momentum. If you're a team program like Florida right now, or a program like Auburn, or a program like Arkansas that doesn't have a coach, doesn't have any type of atmospheric culture, or any type of culture in their program, they're in trouble. There's no momentum to be had there.
Yep.
So we got to establish what we're doing right now and go get a culture, momentum high ending the season.
Speaking of no coach, I did hear the conversation where Tom was talking about the Florida game, which I know we don't need to overlook New Mexico State, but I mean, let's be real. I mean, we know what kind of game that's going to be.
Yeah.
Get through that healthy and go down to Florida. If we cannot go down to Florida and beat Florida, a team that does not have a head coach, that laid an egg against Kentucky, I don't know if I need to be on that follow-up show after that, because
man.
Say it again.
I will be breathing fire.
Yes, I'm right there with you. I will be livid, and I'm going to tell you, I will be calling for Coach Heupel's head if we lose to Florida. I'm just going to tell you, I hate it. I don't want it. That's the reason why I don't want it to happen. But if we lose to Florida, I will be calling for Coach Heupel's head, because there's no reason, there's no excuse why we should not go down to Florida and beat Florida. I don't give 2 rats, you know what, that it's an away game and it's at Florida. I don't care. We're more talented. We have a head coach. We have established culture. They have a crap ton of injuries. They don't have a quarterback right now. There's 0 excuses for us to go down to Florida and lose that game. 0. And I would be having a full-on debate for anybody that is on board with keeping Coach Heupel if we go down to Florida and lose that game.
There's only one reason that we could lose it, and it's Florida at home. That's
not an excuse. It's not. Tom,
no, not an excuse. No, not an excuse. No,
it's not an excuse.
Yeah,
you better not. I better not hear that damn excuse come out of someone's mouth.
No,
lose that game.
No, it wouldn't be an excuse.
I will go off on you. Not you, not one of y'all.
No, I know.
I will go off on somebody if they say they lost because it was at Florida.
Yeah, it scares the hell out of me, man. I mean, how many – not even going back to the 90s, but since the turn of the millennium, how many times we had a better team than Florida? Let's be real. This would be the 25th. This would be the 25th time we've played them since the new millennium started, and I would venture to guess 18 out of those 25, or maybe 19 out of those 25 years, we had a more talented roster. This is wild. I mean,
I don't know. I'd maybe say 15.
Yeah,
because you got to remember we had Dooley Fooley there for a few years, and early Butch Jones years. The first couple years we didn't have much. Now after the last 2 years we had a good bit, that. But you got to remember we had Dooley Fooley for a little bit.
And even 2 years ago we went down in 2023. I don't care if we weren't with Cooper Mays. We absolutely should have just run the football and silenced the crowd, and just played solid. Like just played any kind of somewhat respectable defense in that game. Made Graham Mertz look like he was
Joe Montana.
Made him look like he invented All-American status, I mean, just like they did with Kentucky's quarterback 2 weeks. What was that kid's name that did so well? Yeah, Cutter Boley. Made Cutter Boley look like he was Montana too, It just,
But that's Tim Banks for you. So
But as far as if we go into this, we come out of New Mexico with the win in the style in which we should win, I'm feeling good. Not confident, but I'm feeling good about the Florida game. I really there would be, you know how it felt to finally beat Alabama after 15 years?
Yeah.
If we beat Florida in the Swamp, I don't care that they're down. I don't care that their head is beneath water right now. As a Tennessee fan, there's going to be a lot of stuff that just comes out of that. There's a lot of unpacking to do there. We've got a lot of misery going on past the last 25 years, past 30 years.
Yeah.
How many times have we had a stellar team, not just a good team, but a stellar team?
Yeah.
That not only lost to Florida, but got popped by Florida. And I mean, most of that was Spurrier's doing, but I mean, also we've had other tough losses, man.
Yeah.
There's been several times with them that we had them beat.
Man.
And coughed, what was it, a few years ago? Felipe Franks?
Yeah.
Like fourth down.
Just,
last play of the game, pretty much.
Yeah.
And we were there, my best buddy and I were there for
lost in some terrible ways.
The 10-9 game, and what was it? 2012 was that?
Will Muschamp.
2014. Yeah, we were up 9-0 going into the fourth quarter, and of course we cost ourselves the game in the first 2 quarters by not scoring tutties when we should have. But anyway, we're just hanging on, man. And they put that running quarterback in the fourth quarter with the last, 8 minutes of the game, and he scampered all over the daggone place. They win 10-9.
Yep.
And
and it's like the fourth the time they threw the deep dig to someone on the sideline.
Don't
get he did a little dipsty do and went down our sideline, and no one touched him. With like 23 seconds remaining, and they've found every way possible to lose these games against Florida at Florida when we've had better teams. And I'm telling you, if they find a way to lose it this year, I'm going to be pissed. But we need to get off the Florida game because we got to save all that for next week, because that episode is going to be fire, and I'm looking forward to it. So let's talk about this New Mexico State game. Point blank, it's what do you want to see just out of this game? And then we're going to get in, after we talk about this, we'll get into our key prediction in the MVP. We're not going to spend a lot of time about New Mexico State because y'all know how anyone knows this game should be 65-3, 65-10, and we should be playing a lot of young guys by second or third quarter. So tell me one thing you want to see in this game, and then we'll get into the rest of it.
Not on points.
Start it off.
Yeah, there you go.
I want to see us. It's like beating a dead horse. I want to see us get back to running the football.
Yeah,
please.
You stole everything Tom was just about to say.
Deshaun Bishop, Star Thomas, Peyton Lewis ought to have a field day. I want to see us ram it down their throat and make them like it.
Yeah. I agree. Go ahead, Tom.
I don't want them to score a single point.
Yeah.
I don't want them to score a single point. Yeah, not one. And I'll get greedy. I want fewer than 5 penalties too. I want fewer than 5 penalties by young guys that are out there by the second half, because it's that far gone. Yeah. And that's going to be not just a stat game for some of the older guys that are probably moving on after the season. They got to get theirs. But the young guys, when they come in, I want them to want it. I want to see them want it. I want to see them play like they're playing and they're getting their shot against Georgia or an Alabama team, and they just came in off the bench, in a key spot. Because that's literally what we've been missing as far as when guys come in sometimes.
Yeah.
Ty's done great. Ty's got picked on. Ty's been worn down all season. He's played okay in the second half of the season. But when some of our other guys come in, sometimes they do well. Sometimes they look like they're in a wildebeest herd, like I don't know what's going on, to borrow a line from old Dooley, we're like the Germans, oh, we got wide eyes. I don't know what I'm doing. You know, God, that line gets me, man. Every time, I watched that the other day. That man was such an idiot.
Oh, he's such an idiot.
I wanted to like that dude so much, but he just made it impossible. But yeah, I want him to dominate, man. When they come off the bench, they come in the second half. If they do a series with the starters, because
they won't. They didn't in the not UAB game, ETSU game. At least they didn't.
Yeah.
And I expect this game to be like the ETSU game.
I'm good with that. And you know what? I want George to come out. And I was all about Team Merklinger, man. I was Merkman cometh, and is going to be the dude. But if it's not going to be because he's rolling out, I want to see George McIntyre come out and burn it up, man. He's a Tennessee kid. He's from Brentwood, isn't he? Brentwood Academy?
Yeah, Brentwood Academy. Yeah.
Come out and just slaughter it in the second half, man. Get yourself a couple 100 yards or something like that. Just do it up.
Yeah, and that's what I want. Go ahead, Big Mike.
Run the offense.
Yep. Run the offense.
When they bring him in there, run your offense.
Yep.
Run your RPO game. Run what you do. Run the wide splits, condensed splits, all that stuff that you run with your ones. So run the offense. You want to see GMAC run the flow of the offense. So
I'm excited to see that. Actually, I want to see what he does on the RPO run.
And it's like I told Tom pre-show. I think everything from what I'm hearing and in the in the chats and stuff, sounds like Jake is leaving right after the season. Him and Boo Carter, which I'm fine with Boo Carter leaving. I'm fine with Jake leaving, but I think Faison Brandon is the dude, and I think from everything I've seen, they're still not up to par with GMAC. They think his game is there, but his weight is not there. He's not being very serious about adding weight and putting some weight on his body to protect himself. So that he needs to work on that this offseason, get serious about that. So, but that was going to be my key: is young guys go out and play smooth, clean, efficient football and play with flow. Like don't just go out there and go through the motions. Play with the flow of the game and play with let it you be the aggressor, but let the game come to you and go take advantage of every opportunity that you're getting, especially in games like this, because you never know when your time to shine will come in these last 2 or 3 games. And these young guys, they most times they get all the game into the bowl game because you'll have opt-outs, you have other circumstances. Sometimes that bowl game is the what can you do for us next year game. Especially since we're not in the playoffs. So go pound on that pansy Big Ten team.
I want us to get Michigan
team we play. So as long as it's not the Music City Bowl or the Mayo Bowl, I want to be down in Florida. I'm hoping we win out and get the Gator Bowl and go do that down there. So
very intriguing matchup. I seen talking about the Gator Bowl. I seen a projection the other day. Us playing Miami.
Yeah, I would love that
in the Gator Bowl.
I would love that. That'd be good. So, all right, let's get into our key. Our obviously key is going to be very generic because it's New Mexico State. It don't matter what we do as long as we go do it. But our score and MVP. Tom, we'll start with you on this one.
I want 60-0 at least. But and I think we get probably 48 in the first half. I mean, we go up 40, just absolutely destroy them in the first half and then get the Young Bucks in. And you know what? If they go out and they do their thing, make a couple of young guy mistakes, learn from it. Don't be a guy that I've already listened to on the radio or seen on TV this year making the same daggone mistake. Angles, the angles thing, the tackling thing. We got to angles and tackling. That's what I want to see. That's my
which we did better in Oklahoma. We just didn't
defensively for sure.
Yeah. We only had 5 missed tackles against Oklahoma when we were averaging 12,
which is wild. Yeah. That's good. But you know what? That puts to bed the whole ridiculously stupid narrative that some people, even the big wig people are talking about, can you really fix stuff mid-year? Yeah, you can fix stuff mid-year.
Play more efficient football, cleaner
Yeah,
football.
you just make a decision to go damn do it. That's all you got to do. And you do. Look, we beat this like a dead horse. I think the last time we were on here, we were talking about how, you know, it's a new era with the tackling dummies and the tackling donuts and all that stupid crap.
Yeah.
You go out 11 on 11, first team O, first team D, you're going to find out how to tackle real quick, or you're going to be gone. Seriously, that's all it is to it. You got to make a decision.
I mean, Coach Heupel put an emphasis. They talked about after the post in the bye week press conference after the Oklahoma game that they put a bigger emphasis on tackling that week headed up to Oklahoma, and that they said it was more physical in practice and more intense.
They do it every day.
So they just need to keep that up, keep that intensity up. Now, just iron out the small things. And I think it will start showing better on defense.
Clock management. I hope Heupel was watching some clock management videos.
Yeah.
I've made mistakes. I'm sure you've made mistakes as a coach, but I mean, these things that are consistent, you know, he may do well to watch a video or two on clock management, you know. That would be something that he'd do well to watch.
And what he needs to do this offseason is hire some way where he's not got so much on his plate.
Maybe
to help with that and help with some other game day stuff where he could just focus on the offense or focus on just being a head coach. You know, maybe he doesn't give as much or take as much from Coach Halsey. Maybe he just needs to give it all to Coach Halsey. I don't know what the goal is there. I don't want to go away from a top tier offense, but Coach Heupel's got to take away some of his game day stuff. I think he's got a little too much on his plate. That's the reason why he looks like dog shit come game time decisions. So just being blunt and honest about it. But Tom, I know we started chasing rabbits there, but go ahead and give me your MVP and your key, because you said 60-0 was your score. Go ahead and give me your key and your MVP.
I want it to be at least 60-0, but that's what I'm expecting them to put up. So as far as who I want to be the MVP, I want it to be Star Thomas, Deshaun Bishop, one of the tailbacks. I'm just going to get greedy and say I want one of the daggone tailbacks to show up in a monstrous way, man. I mean, pull off a 50 or 60-yard run, break a tackle, make a move, have the play of the game, whatever it is, get outside and beat somebody, because they're not – look, it's New Mexico State. They're not going to have somebody that's going to be able to outrun you, when you get to that edge. So I want to see some burner tailback plays, man. I really do. So one of the tailbacks, please be the player of the game. Hopefully Star Thomas, send him on his, on his last 3 games on a heck of a run. Yeah, man, because he's out after this, I want to see him do well, because I was so excited to see him. Look, I don't like the free agency, but when we picked him up from Duke, man, I think I texted you about that. I was like, man, we just got a hell of a tailback.
Yeah.
And he started out with a heck of a pop. Yeah, he started out with a heck of a pop this year. I mean, the game he had, the performance he had without the drop, I think he had the drop against Syracuse, but he looked real good, Got me real excited for how he was going to do this year. He's had a little bit of problem finding the hole recently. Patience, letting it develop. He's like the antithesis of a Dylan Sampson. Dylan Sampson, man, I don't know if I remember a tailback at UT in the last 20 years
that patience,
wait and develop a hole like Dylan Sampson, and then just literally squirt through and just gone. Because there were plays last year.
He was a lead at it.
He was. There were plays last year I thought it's 3-yard loss.
Yeah.
And he gets a 7-yard gain. I want Star Thomas to have a game like that. So I'll get specific and pick him out of the tailback room.
I agree. All right. Big Mike, give me your key, your MVP, and your prediction.
I think my key would be us just getting back to doing what we do well.
Yeah.
Just, running the football. Joey making his reads, and just us playing, good sound football. I really would like to see us, get back to a little bit of tempo.
Yeah.
maybe kind of work on that or getting ready for the Florida game.
Yeah.
My prediction, I'm gonna say 66-3. I think they get a field goal.
Yeah.
And my MVP is I'm gonna go with a guy, not a tailback, even though I do want us to, run the football. A guy that's developing into a stud, Braylon Staley.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my MVP.
If we can get that kid the ball next year on a consistent basis, he's going to be an All-American, man.
Well, I mean, you got to look at the 3 wide receiver trio. I mean, you're going to have the same group outside Chris Brazil. You just insert X whoever.
Yeah.
Tristan Keys, Travis Smith, Ryan Jackson, some big name transfer, whatever.
Yeah, man.
You're going to have Mike Matthews and Braylon Staley on the field as well, and you're asking for a problem. Ethan Davis at tight end,
man.
You're whatever quarterback is coming, everybody coming back on the offensive line, except for maybe Lance Hurd. You're going to be given a plethora of greatness with this offense. I don't care who the running back is, Deshaun Bishop, Peyton Lewis, Dewanne Morris, transfer, or whoever transfers in, because I think will go after a transfer running back to tag along with Bishop, Peyton Lewis, and Dewanne Morris. I think you're looking at someone that can come in and do great things wherever they come from. So my key is start fast, finish the game, play like you have something to play for, and get the young guys in and let them roll, and don't stop the offense. Go let them have fun. And then my score prediction is 72-10. 72-10. I think they score 40. No, we score 52 by halftime. I think we score 52 by halftime. I think I think they're not going to be able to stop us. I think we score on every possession, and I think we get a defensive score in the first half as well.
That'd be nice.
My MVP is Rad Jackson. I think he's going to have a game where 2 touchdowns, 100-something plus yards, 7 catches, where you're like, dang, that dude is going to be electric for us next year, replacing Chris Brazil. So, Rad Jackson is my guy. This MVP. Hey, great show. I know it's New Mexico State week, but I thought it was a lit show for what we, covered everything, what we talked about. Got the big game coming up next 2 weeks with Florida and Vanderbilt to finish out the season. Guys, just give you a little heads up, something I'm real passionate about as well. Hey, if you're a fan of NF, if you like NF, that dude's dropping an album on Friday, EP. So just give you a little heads up. I don't know if y'all like NF or not, but that dude is fire, and he's dropping an EP on Friday. So I've been going back and watching listening to all of his songs and reaction song, doing all that. I don't know if y'all deal with all that, but just give you a little heads up if you do.
Who's like NF?
NF is he's like a hardcore Christian rapper. Like, he's heavy rap. But he speaks from his heart and tells his life story and his rap and all that. If you ever get a chance to listen to it, he's very, very he's intense. That's the best way I can say it. So
check it out.
I've never heard of him. I'll check him out.
He's different without a doubt. So but with that being said, hey, y'all go like I said one more time, go follow us on Rocky Top Sports Talk on Facebook. Go follow us on Twitter at Rocky Top Talks. Go give us a thumbs up on the YouTube video. If you like the video, like the content, please subscribe. That's how we get the followers. That's how you get your notifications that we're going live. And then on Twitter and Facebook, we always post giving you a heads up of when we're going live or any other information that we're going to put out. Guys, I appreciate y'all. And just going back to earlier, Big Mike, I don't know if I'll tell you what, before we end the show, I'm going to let you say something about Veterans Day and anything you want to add to that. Me and Tom kind of gave a thing earlier. If you just as much just want to say thank you to the veterans, Big Mike, if you want to add something to that.
I have a deep appreciation for our military. I've had family members, really good friends in the military. You know, our good buddy Kevin was a Marine.
Mm-hmm.
So I just, you know, the freedom that we have to do a show like this, to be able to watch college football on Saturdays, is truly a blessing, and we wouldn't be able to do that without, you know, people that fought for our freedom. So anybody that's a veteran that's watching, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah. Shout out. I know I gave my talk earlier about I was telling her earlier, Big Mike, about we had a Veterans Day thing today at school, and they played the Taps, and boy, I lost it. I just anytime someone plays that song, especially with the trumpet, it just hits me, and I just got a special appreciation. You know, I teach history, so I kind of talked about it in class, but just have that special appreciation for anyone that served this country and fought and would be willing to, run through bullets to, protect this country. And I just can't say enough. So thank y'all again. Again, y'all go give us a thumbs up, go share the channel out, and we'll see y'all next time. Hopefully it's after a massive blowout win. Tennessee. Big Mike, I'll see you Friday.
Go Big Orange.
At the Bulldog Stadium. So I'll talk to y'all later.
Y'all, go Big Orange. Go Vols.
I've been up and I've been down and I done seen it all. Was in the gym working my shot, now they pass me the ball. They never answer when I call, now I'm the one they call. I done been up and I've been down and I done seen it all.